guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So we are here for another little page in our art journal. If you saw my series that I think we kicked off the year with, we did 7 days working in my art journal. So I'm just going to lift the camera up. So yeah, I'm working in, it's just a scrapbook, and it's got these gorgeous craft coloured pages. So that's the book that I'm using for my art journal. I have got another one on the go as well, but yeah, I'm going to do the page in this one today. So these are the pages that we've done so far. All the pages in here so far I just did in that series, but I thought let's come along and do some pages now, you know, aside from that series, if you see what I mean. So I've dug out a couple of things that I would like to use. I've got this gorgeous image here from the Ernest Nister beautiful books that I think I showed oh gosh, way back last year some point. Now these are moving pictures, so that's why this picture is in kind of pieces, because this is a moving pictures book. So I'm going to have to be careful and kind of glue this together. So actually I'm going to just do that now, because otherwise it could end up getting lost. This little bit could end up getting lost. So yeah, I'm just going to just attach this back to the rest of the picture, so like that. Okay, and obviously when I come to use this, you know, this will all then be glued down, so it will be like as if it's one again. So yeah, that's the plan. Right, okay, so then I'm going to just take here I've got some Edith Holden book page, which I thought would look brilliant and just go brilliantly well with these pictures. I mean, it's just great, isn't it? And to be honest, you know, like we said, I mean, I don't know how much of this you'd even see by the end of it, because of course a lot of it will be gessoed over and stenciled and, you know, what have you. You might see very little of what's left anyway, but it's just kind of a starting point to just, you know, cover up some of my background page. I mean, I do love this craft colour paper, so I don't want to, you know, cover up all of it, no way. I want to kind of leave a, you know, a good portion of it showing, but yeah, I do want to obviously cover up some of it. So let's just go in like that. Okie dokie. So I'm just literally putting down a few things in the background as a starting point for this. So I can't actually remember whether I normally start off, you know, with the gesso in the background, or whether I put some paper down first. I don't know, as I necessarily have a formula, but yeah, I don't think I probably do. But yeah, I thought let's put some paper down first, and then we'll kind of like work from there. So just going to take some more, yeah, going to go in from this side now. Let's just have it sort of here. Don't want it looking too like uniform, you know, so yeah, let's just have it, actually let's have it there, and then it just tucks into that space in the book as well. Have to say I'm really loving this book as an art journal. It just, oh, it's brilliant. It's a really great size. You know, the pages are quite big, so definitely bigger than my other journal that's like an old cookbook. But they're still manageable. They're not kind of like so big that it's like, oh my goodness, how am I going to ever fill this page? They're a good size. So yeah, I'm really kind of enjoying them. Now I've also got here, these are some printables that are in my shop now, which are washi tapes. And there's actually 4 colourways. I'm not sure whether I've got the other colours. Hold on. Oh yeah, I think I have. So you get 4 colourways. You get this one here, the kind of, you know, black and white, like normal colours. I don't know whether that's quite what I would term that as, but yeah, normal colours. And then I've got the dark blue, and I've got the purpley colour. Now, these I really have designed to use with label paper. So for instance here, I've printed these 2 onto label paper. Now one is a clear label, I think is this one, is a clear label sheet, and this one is a solid white label sheet, if that makes sense. And it's those whole sheet labels. These by mistake I printed not on label sheet. They are just on, you know, copy paper that I've used for other things. So yeah, I mean, this is not how I had kind of designed these to be used. But that being said, obviously I don't want to waste things. So I'm going to just tear this down actually, and just incorporate this into the background. as a whole. And to be honest, obviously because I've designed this to use as washi tape, I've never actually thought to even use it like this. You know, in fact, I didn't even think of it even when I just pulled it in just now. I was just intending on showing it and putting it down. But I thought, oh, actually, that colour looks pretty good on here. So, yeah, I'm just going to kind of like put it in the background. Just as a bit of extra, you know, extra something to look at. And like I say, I mean, it might be that we'll even cover this up and you won't even see it anyway. You know, until we kind of get doing, I don't really know what's going to be evolving on this page. You know, I don't know how it's going to actually kind of evolve and look. So let me just get my glue spreader. Okay, so again, just spread that out across the page. Okay, right, now I've got my picture like this. I'm going to, I think, cut the picture. Now, like I say, I need to be very, very careful here because when I cut into this, I think it's going to just fall apart. So I might try and keep the border. I still don't know whether that's going to be good enough, if you know what I mean. So I might have to just glue this in bits onto the page. Like that. Ooh. And like that. Yeah, it's now like, oops, falling apart now. Oh dear, that was just going to happen, wasn't it? Right. I mean, we could even have it in bits around the page, but that's just probably very strange and weird. So just, yeah, I don't know why I said that. I just suddenly had this mad moment where I thought, oh, perhaps we should even have it in bits. But yes, that's just peculiar, isn't it? So probably not in bits. Right, okay, so just need to kind of concentrate here for a moment because I need to make sure, like, do these go over or do they go under, if you see what I mean? Yeah, they obviously go over. So, right, now this has got a thick bit on the back where it's obviously had that little, you know, the pulley mechanism for the moving pictures. So just going to take that off and I'm just going to glue this down onto the page. So yeah, I'm going to just have it here. Okay. Like that. Okie dokie. Now I've also got some flowers here. That I'm thinking we could possibly incorporate some of these. So let's just cut out a couple. Now these were going to be a digi in my shop and I have to say I've still not completed them. So at the point of filming this, these are still not actually in my shop. Yeah. I just need to kind of actually get on and finish them. They're just like an unfinished thing. I think because I couldn't get them quite right, quite how I wanted them. They're quite grainy, but that's how they're meant to be because they're like a Victorian, you know, they're from a Victorian print, which those Victorian prints, they often are quite grainy, aren't they? And yeah, I couldn't then get them quite how I wanted them. So I gave up in the end and sort of left them. But that said, I mean, they're actually quite nice flowers. And actually, even with the grainy sort of effect, I mean, hopefully they do just look quite authentically Victorian, being a bit on the grainy side. So, yeah, I should really just crack back on with them and, yeah, get them finished. Because actually, I think I used them on another art journal page in here, and I actually really enjoyed using them. So even though they are slightly on the grainy side, you know, I actually did quite like using them. So, yeah, they're obviously not kind of unusable. Now, the reason I've cut these out was because I thought actually I might like to have them poking out from the picture. That said, it's, yeah, not quite as I'd expected. I guess we could have them like that. Yeah, otherwise it's a bit weird, isn't it? Because they then actually make it very obvious that it's in bits, if you see what I mean. So yeah, probably not going to be able to do quite what I was thinking. So just take this one down. Okay. So I'll probably ink around these before putting these down because, of course, my cutting is, you know, not brilliant. So I've got the odd white bit still showing, which, you know, just by inking it just disguises that and just makes them look a bit better. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, right. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous does that look? So yeah, let's just quickly ink those flowers up a little bit. So I'm just going to ink them with, this is the Vintage Photo. I have to say it is a new pad, so it's pretty juicy. I must be a little bit careful with my using it because otherwise it's just going to be everywhere. Yeah, you know when you first open a, you know, new, what do you call it? You know, distress ink. They can be very inky, can't they? So yeah, just need to kind of be a bit sort of careful when it's like that. So yeah, wondering whether I could have this here. Now, just say, I think let's cut this. Oh, this actually is hanging off anyway, so, oh, and that side. Well, I'll leave that side on. So yeah, let's put that there. Right, I might have to put my glasses on here because it's a bit like I'm doing surgery. Don't want to cut that baby's face in two, but, you know, yeah, just have to make sure I'm putting it in the right place. So the flower goes on first. So yeah, a bit of a kind of surgery type procedure here where we have to kind of like do things in a particular order. Otherwise, of course, they're not going to be, you know, as I'm hoping. So yeah, let's put that one there like that. Okay. Yep, and then this one. Oops. Yeah, I did decide to leave that little notch on, didn't I? For a minute, I looked at that and I thought, what am I doing? But yeah, I think I had decided to leave it on. Oh my goodness, right. I can not really see over the camera. So, right, I'm just leaning in slightly, trying to... Right, let me put my glasses on. Otherwise that baby will end up with a like really weird stretched mouth because it will be like two rows of mouths coming out of him, which would be very peculiar. Right, then we've got this one here. Oh, does that need to go up there? No, that comes down there. Right, okay. So yeah, I mean, definitely it's kind of tricky, like lining these up and making sure you get them in the right place. So, okay, next one is this one. So, again, just going to glue the whole thing down. So, like that. Okay. Right. Oops. And then just a bit under there and under there. Right, okay. Oh. Right. Now, this one is going here. Now, obviously, it's got those weird gaps now to the side. But that's just like how it is. Oh, is it? Now there's something weird going on here. Okay. I think that's lined up properly. Oh, so tricky. Oh, and now I've got this weird thing going on here. So let's just tear that one off. Okay. Right. Got there in the end. Well, just about anyway. Okay. Yeah. Oh, let's hope that that's down now good enough. Okay, so yeah, quite like that. Now, shall we incorporate some of this washi tape, you know, that's actually on the sticker paper? And if we do, shall we try it, this blue one, which is on the see-through paper, if you see what I mean. So this is, like I say, this is full label sheet, but it's transparent. So it's, you know, it's not a filled-in label sheet, it's a transparent label sheet. So let's give that a try and see how that's going to look on here. So yeah, let's just get rid of these to the side. Okay, right, and then just snip this along here. yeah, I just thought this would be really useful, you know, to use as washi tape. So yeah, right. Just kind of take that like that. Okay. Right, now thinking going here. Just sort of tear that a little bit so it's not quite such a straight edge. Looks quite good, doesn't it? Yeah, right. So I'm going to have that one here. Now this, as I say, it's a full sheet label, so I should be able to just peel this away. Yeah. Okay. So we're just going to put that down on there, like that. Okay, so that's nice, isn't it? I mean, like I say, a lot of this is going to be covered up anyway because, you know, we're going to obviously have gesso and paint and stuff like that going on over this, but just as like a bit of a starting point. Okay. Oops. Oh gosh, come on. So yeah, pop that down there. Okay, and then I've just got this little bit left, so might as well just have this somewhere because you know, otherwise it's just going to be left. So just, you know, just to use it up really, we're just going to put it in here. Okay, right, at this point I think I want to now probably put gesso and stuff all over here. So yeah, I'm going to go for clear gesso. And then do we want to put the flowers on? Yeah, afterwards. So yeah, I'm going to go for the clear gesso. Now I'm going to just apply it with a sponge here. So this is just, you know, a like washing up sponge. But I'm thinking that that would be a quick way to get the gesso on. So, oh my goodness, I haven't opened this since Christmas. You know, since I filmed that series. And, oops, no, it's not wanting to open. Right, okay. Oh, I should have probably shaken it first. So let me just quickly give it a bit of a shake. Okay, right. Okay. Yeah, let's pop this down. So this is clear gesso. So, and I used this, you know, throughout that whole series because obviously I wanted to still have the craft colour, you know, paper showing through. I didn't want to cover it up and make it white. I wanted to have it, you know, as a craft colour. So that's why I opted to use the clear gesso as opposed to white or black. Just so that I could still see really nicely that, you know, craft colour, which I just really, really love. So, yeah. Okay, let's just pop the lid on there. Okay, and just put that down to the side of the desk. Okay, right. Now this luckily does dry pretty quickly. So what do we want to do in the background? Let's just have a quick look. Thinking a bit of stenciling somewhere. Now, let me just pull in a stencil to use. Okay. I only just put these away yesterday from something else that I'd been doing, and now I'm pulling them back out. So, hold on. Right. I don't know now. Sorry, just choosing which stencil basically. So let's go for maybe this one. Yeah, I think maybe that one. So, right, let's put these away. Just trying to keep them a bit tidy, so I'm kind of like hanging them back up where they stay behind my desk on that little hook thing. You know, because otherwise they'll just be like buried all over the floor, to be perfectly honest. Which of course is not a great thing to do. So, oops. Quickly put that one down and okay, right. Yeah, I think that would look quite nice. And I'm just having a quick look to see if I've got anything else. Yeah. Okay, right. So yeah, do we want to go? So let's put some paint on in the background. So I'm going to use this, what colour is it called? Clay, they've called this colour. I think it's quite a nice colour. And I might mix it with some of this sea spray. I love this sea spray colour, and maybe some of this. So yeah, a bit of a weird choice of colours there going on. Oh gosh, I hope it looks okay. Yeah, it's definitely kind of an eclectic mix of colours, but hopefully it's going to look nice when it's done. Time will tell. Time will tell. So let's just take this one. So this one is sage, and then obviously we've got the sea spray. So yeah, let's just pop that down there. Okay. Oh, I love those colours. I mean, I don't know about when they're together, they might look really awful, but I quite like them like that anyway. And I've just put a bit of white down there. Whoops, a bit of white down there as well. Oh, and no sooner has the lid come off the paint than I'm already covered in it. Do you know, I'm going to put my gloves on today. Just going to try and be a bit tidier at doing this. So, right, gloves are going on. Now, please excuse the gloves. I've already used them previously, so they've already got blue all over them. But yeah, trust me, it's in the glove. It's not on the outside. So hopefully it's going to be okay. Now, do I want to spray a bit of water on here? Probably, just to loosen those paints up a bit. So okay, right. Oh, feeling nervous now. Okay, let's go in with a bit of the rust colour. Okay. Oh my goodness, how bright does that look? I'm not sure that's quite what we wanted, is it? It's, yeah, looking very, very bright, I have to say. Right, let's just go in a bit with the sage. Oh, that's toning it down much, much more. So yeah, it's kind of like getting a bit more bearable now to look at. So just going over the picture a little bit as well, so as it sort of blends it in, you know, where it's on the page, if you know what I mean. So as it doesn't look like it's got a sort of, you know, those sharp edges, because obviously that has got that, you know, sharp edge thing going on, because of course it was, you know, part of that moving picture. So just want to take that sort of appearance out, really. So yeah, let's just go in again with some more of the orangey colour. That orange is very hard to get rid of, I have to say, because it's a very strong colour. So yeah, it might have been not such a wise choice, but hey, I just kind of like that. And then what I might do is just like dapple a bit like that. Now obviously I have got gloves on, so I'm doing this with gloves, which probably isn't the best, you know, best results really, but just going to go on a bit over here as well. Okay. Just didn't want it looking quite so defined, if you see what I mean. So yeah, just a bit more sort of mottled looking. And then just a little bit around here as well. Just because, like I say, I don't want necessarily those edges, you know, of that picture kind of showing, you know, quite such defined edges, I suppose. You know, I want it to look a bit more seamless on the page. So yeah, that looks a bit better, doesn't it? It's just kind of making it blend in a little bit more, so as it's not quite so, you know, oh, I've just been plonked on the page with this edge around me. Okay, and then just a little bit more. Oops. Oh dear, forgot that that had the gesso on there as well now, so oh dear. Oh, it's lucky that all these paints and things are so forgiving, isn't it? Because, yeah, otherwise I'd be in lots of trouble by now. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, that looks quite pretty, doesn't it? Yeah, quite liking that. Right. Now I'm going to take my stencil and put some leaves, I think, on here. So, yeah, do we want them coming in here? Yeah, like that, I think. So I'm going to just do those with my heavy gesso in the white. So just take my heavy gesso in the white. And again, just using my little tiny scrap of card, which now I can't see. It was down here. Oh, no, can't now see it anywhere. Right, let me just cut off another piece. Oh, actually, I might have some more in my drawer. Hold on 2 seconds. Yeah, okay. So just going to take some of the white gesso. And then we're just going to apply that over here. Okay, right. Love how that leaf looks. I mean, it is a bit messy, but it looks pretty still. And to be honest, you know, you don't necessarily want it looking really perfect, do you? Because then it will look like, you know, you've just painted it. And obviously that's not really what you want. Right, I must be careful because I've got that big patch of paint going on over there. That was just luck, really, that it didn't end up all over that just now. So, right, let's just put a little bit on here. Okay. And just smoosh that down on the edge. Yeah, I mean, how pretty does that look? Gorgeous, gorgeous. Yeah, love how that looks. And then do we want some over here on this patch here? Should we just have a little bit? Again, just sort of picking the right patch, if you see what I mean, from the page. Not the page, from the stencil. Because although it is a repeating pattern, obviously some are at one angle and some are at another angle, so. Okay. Okay, right. That looks really nice, doesn't it? Okay, right, let's put that out of the way. Because I think we've pretty much finished with that stencil now. Okay, let me just clean my bit of card up a bit. So, yeah. My scissors have now slid into the paint. I mean, it was only a matter of time, wasn't it, before things got really, you know, out of control. So, yeah, let's just now put this, oops, put this away. Well, at least the gesso's off the desk now, so that's kind of one less thing out to be dipped in. So, right, now I'm going to just go around the edge here with some more solid green, I think. Just before I wipe that up, I thought, actually, I'm going to just make use of that, I think. So, yeah, just kind of going around. Just around the edges. I really like going around the edges on art journal pages because I think it sort of frames your image. I think it's something that I do seem to do quite frequently. Yeah, because I think for me, it feels like that's like, you know, framing them. Which, you know, I feel like they need sometimes. So, yeah. I mean, I guess, you know, it's just like if you had a picture and you would put it in a frame. It's just that same thing, isn't it? That same sort of concept. So, okay. And just a little bit down this edge as well. Okay, and in amongst the rings of the book. Just like that. And then just a bit up here as well, because I mean, otherwise, you know, you've got this definite edge where it then finishes, you know, where you've got the rings. So you just don't really want that, do you? So yeah, kind of just fill those bits in like that. Okay. Let's have a look. I mean, just straight away, having just edged around that with that green, for me, that just really finishes, you know, the page. I mean, I'm not saying it's finished, but it just, for me, that is like a finishing sort of touch, really. So, yeah, right, let me get my wipes now and just wipe the paint, because I'm in serious danger of, honestly, just dipping into it. So, yeah, let's get that off the desk. Okay, I must say I really love this page already, and yeah, it's not finished, but yeah, already I'm really loving it. I love the colours and things. So, oh, right, taking my gloves off. Okay, so we're going to put some flowers and things around here now as well. Now I think I want to have the flowers kind of like slightly raised, you know, so that they stand out a bit and are a little bit kind of 3D. So yeah, I think we probably want some more. I'll just cut out some more. Okay. Oh, it's such a nice day out there. Well, it's quite windy actually, and it was very cold this morning. But yeah, it's lovely and sunny and bright. So yeah, I hope it's going to stay like this for a few days. Okay, and this one. Okay, like that. Oh, I mean, how pretty is that? For some reason, it kind of like reminds me a little bit of like a fire. The colours are quite earthy looking and quite fiery. Yeah, it kind of like looks a little bit like they're sat round a fire to me. I don't know whether that's a fire in the background. Perhaps it is. Perhaps that's where I'm picking up the fire theme from. I don't know. But yeah, kind of looks a bit like a little fire in the background. Okay. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I always like to have a butterfly, to be honest. So, oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Yeah, really love how that looks. So let's get these flowers stuck down. And again, I'm just going to hot glue these. And I say this all the time, but just hot glue, lots of glue, and then not press too hard. And then what you do is you get like a raised thing going on with your flowers. So not pressing it down too hard, and then it stays like a sort of more raised surface, which just then sort of all adds to a bit of a 3D effect on your page, really. So yeah, let's just pop that one down. Oh gosh, now I can't remember which way up that was. Is it like that? I don't know. I don't know. Oh well, it's like that now. I don't know whether it was, but it definitely is now. Right, I'm really being careful how I'm pressing, because obviously my gesso and things, you know, that we stenciled, it's all wet on there still. So, you know, I just need to be very careful and mindful that that's all, you know, completely wet still. Okay. Like that. Yeah, I mean, how pretty does that look? Oops, just get that bit of string of glue off. Okay, yeah, that looks really pretty. And right, just going to ink up my butterfly slightly, or shall I just leave him really crisp? Actually, I'm going to just leave him really crisp, you know, because I think that, yeah, I think that looks really good when he's just, you know, crisp like that. So let's just see if we want to just have some words or something. Oh, precious. I mean, how gorgeous. It's a perfect word for this page. I've been really using my black words a lot at the moment. It's yeah, it's funny, I hadn't used them for a really long time, and now just suddenly I'm using them all the time. They just kind of look really good on things, and they just create like quite a different look. Yeah, I just really enjoy using them. Okay, cherish. Let's have that. Okie dokie. Yeah, love how that looks. And then I think probably we want to put a bit of shading coming out from our flowers. Just see if we want any other words. Okay. Unique, wonderful, bliss. Yeah, perhaps we'll just have a few words kind of lined up down the side of the page like that. Because that looks quite nice, I think. Yeah, so I'll glue these kind of like just down the side. Oops. Take that on. Yeah, I quite like that. Okay. So, do we want them all down the side, I wonder? I'm going to leave that one there for a minute while I just decide. So, let's just put these ones down here. So, we've got cherish, bliss, like that. Okay, wonderful. Wonder. I shouldn't really put wonder next to wonderful, should I? But never mind. It's on there now. Yeah, I like how they look just on the side like that. And shall we have a few more? Let's just see what else we've got. Harmony. Trying to think, you know, or find the words that sort of go nicely with the picture. Perhaps I'll have this one like over. Like that, okay. Yeah, that looks quite pretty, doesn't it? Okay. Got this little flower now loitering around, so let's just see if we want to put this anywhere. Or maybe down there. Or is that just then a bit like... Oh, maybe there on the side. So again, just going to ink this up just because I had inked the others. So, you know, for that continuity and, you know, also to cover up my rubbish cutting. So, yep, I'll just pop this one down on the side. Like that. Oh, that looks pretty, doesn't it? Yeah, love how that looks. Right, going to put this butterfly down over there. Just going to leave it with its wings flapping. So, like that. And then I've just got these flowers here. So I'm just going to, yeah. I don't know whether we want these, but, you know, they're just there. So I might as well just cut them out and see. As opposed to just have one bit left. So, yeah. Okay. Oops. Oh, I had a lovely smoothie this morning. It was blueberries in it And sometimes the blueberries don't really look all that great. They can go like sort of black looking, and the smoothie just looks really horrible. But for some reason anyway, this morning it didn't. It stayed the gorgeous kind of bluey purpley colour, and yeah, it was really tasty. So yeah, because I do put spinach in my smoothies, so obviously sometimes it just kind of mixes with the spinach and then just ends up black and, you know, looks horrible. Everyone's like, oh mum, you know, that just looks revolting. But yeah, this morning's actually, oops, looked good and tasted good. Right, do I want to have those other flowers on here? Could have them like that, because then actually it finishes it off like a little circle, doesn't it? So, you know, it makes it like a little, well, section of a circular frame surrounding those children. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, that looks really pretty, doesn't it? Yeah, love how that all looks. Now, my only thing that I don't probably like very much is this. I've got this really smudgy kind of dark bit. Now, I don't know whether this is maybe the ink from the washi tape there, which has gone quite smudgy. Yeah, it could be that, to be honest. Let's just try and cover that up a bit. So I've just got some little bit of ivory here. Again, just going to spray some water so it's not quite so thick. Honestly, I mean, I put those gloves on, look. I didn't put them on that hand and it's really quite covered. And hey, now look, I'm just going in with my finger anyway. I needn't have actually put the gloves on at all. Okay. Oh, so much for preserving the, you know, the craft colour. You can't really see it at all now, to be honest. It's just covered up completely. Oh well. Right, again, just mop up that paint. So, yeah, I think probably the only other thing that I wouldn't mind having is maybe another bright butterfly. So I'm just going to see if I've got any others that would look okay. Oh, I've got one of my numbers actually as well. Now thinking a number somewhere. That was just like floating around and I thought, oh, actually. As was this, funnily enough. This was also floating around. So yeah, now kind of thinking, oh, might have to put that down. So again, just going to go in with my hot glue, not press it down too much. And then it's got that raised thing going on, which looks nice, doesn't it? So yeah, let's just press that down like that. And right, let me just see if I have got any other bright butterflies of a similar sort of tone that I could use. Hold on. Right, I have a purple one under there. So yeah, not really looking for a purple one. Oh look, but I just found Tim Holtzman. I'm not saying that he would look great on here, but you know, because he was just loitering there, I thought, oh, let's just see if he... I mean, obviously he doesn't really have any place on this whole page, but I just wanted to just try him out. Because, you know, sometimes when you spot something, you know, I sometimes think, oh, that's obviously he's meant to be on there. Oh, another little Tim Holtz thing there. Did I stick that down? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Oh. If he could be... Oh. That's weird, isn't it? Oh, I'm going to just put him there. I know that is a bit random, but I actually quite like him tucked in there. So, and he just literally tucks sort of under that flower a little bit. So he just, yeah, kind of like made to go on there, really. Okay, right. Yeah, slightly strange and slightly went off at some very weird tangent there by putting him on, but hey, didn't he look cute? So right, let me see if I've got any bright butterflies in here. Okey-dokey. hold on. You know, that would be a good colour. Oh, I've got this one. Let me just trim those white bits off that the scan and cut didn't quite get. Okay, right, again, let me just ink around the edge of this. Oh, that's quite pretty down there, isn't it? So yeah, just going to put that one down there. Yeah, like that. Okay, right. Do we think it needs anything else? Oh, okay, let's just quickly put that down there. Right, now ordinarily I would maybe do some black you know, shading or something, but because this ink has kind of run on the page, I feel like it's actually got quite a dark look to it. So I'm not sure that I actually want to do that, because it might then just make it go, you know, even darker looking and sort of drab and not that nice really. That said, I would quite like to do some little splatters. So do we want to go for, and I know this sounds really strange after what I've just said especially, do we want to go for white or do we want to go for black? And the reason I've said black is just because obviously we have got all the black elements, and I feel like, oh, maybe it does need black. I'm just holding this here to kind of get a feel for if we have black, and of course the white for if we had white. Oh, do you know, I'm not going to do that. I think what I might do is just go round with my stays on pad in just one or two areas with some black. So it's again, it's going around that frame and just adding more to the frame, if you see what I mean. So, you know, it's bringing the frame to life with a bit more, you know, a bit more kind of detail. So, I mean, the detail being obviously just the black, but yeah, I think that's quite nice. So, like that. Oh, I love how that looks. So, yep, I'm going to do some white splatters. Okay, right. Fingers crossed, because I am not great at doing splatters, and yeah, they frighten me. I think because, you know, like, you know, you've done this page and you've worked really hard on it, and then doing those splatters, that seems really scary to me, you know, because obviously you're just potentially going to muck it up completely. Oh, right. Now I've bought some white paint to do this, and I think the trick is have your white paint quite runny, because obviously that makes it much easier for your paint to splatter. So yeah, I'm going to just go, oh sorry, I just knocked a load of stuff down. Right, let me just see this on my book page first. Oh dear, that's not obviously running enough. No, that's definitely not. Definitely not. Okay, let's try again. No, that's still not. Oh dear. They are pathetic splatters. So yeah, I can barely see them. So right, much more water. Okay. Don't know if that's really even coming off, to be honest. I mean, it's making a lot of noise like it's splattering, but I can't see really any splatters. Oh dear. Right, okay. Let's try a different method. Okay. Oh, well, that's perhaps a little bit better. So, right, okay. Let's try this method. So, okay. Right, I have a very big splatter now. Okay, and it's all over my skirt. Okay, well, I've gone from one extreme to the other. I've gone from having no splatters and nothing coming out to suddenly now I've got them all over the place. But hey, I'd rather having them all over the place than not anywhere. So yeah, kind of let's just look on the bright side. They are now actually on the piece of paper, which you know, they weren't at first. Now I am just going to quickly wipe these two up because they're a bit too splattery for my liking. So that one and this one here as well, which again, just a little bit too crazy. Right, okay, get rid of my paint there. Okay, I think that's probably all I'm going to actually do to that page. Yeah, I've got mixed feelings, to be honest, about this page. I'm not quite sure. But, you know, it's quite pretty, I think. So, yeah, let me know what you think below. You know, if you think it needs something else, let me know what it is you think it needs. So, thank you so much for watching, and have fun if you do an art journal page yourself. And, yeah, see you guys soon. Thanks then. Bye.